Hey there everyone, it's Bill from the Vinylverse. How you doing? Today's video I wanted to share that I've completed the 4-cover variant collection of Genesis's album Abacab. Abacab came out in 1981. It was the 11th studio recording for Genesis. This is what the cover looks like. Now this cover, there's 4 different variants to this cover with different color swatches on the front. And a couple days ago I finally got the one I was missing. So on the spine of each album you can see a letter. So this one is A. So they have A, B, C, D, and the artwork on the back reflects the same colors as on the front. So that was A. This is B. This is C. This is the one that I needed, and I finally found a good copy, still in shrink with the hype sticker. No reply at all. This copy is actually in a really excellent shape, so I was happy to find it for a couple dollars. And this is D. And this one was my original copy from years ago. So Abacab, like I mentioned, Genesis's 11th studio release came out in 1981. It was kind of their shift more into the pop realm of music versus the more progressive, longer song recordings that they used to do previously. They moved that way a little bit with their previous release, which was Duke, but this really, they made that shift. They bought a recording studio called The Farm, and that's where they recorded this album, Abacab. It's the first time they used that studio. So songs on Abacab. It starts off with Abacab, then moves on to another hit for them called No Reply at All. Phil Collins suggested they use the Phoenix horns from Earth, Wind & Fire, which they did. The song's also got a really cool bass riff from Mike Rutherford. When I hear that song, that's really what I focus on because it's such a good bass riff. Then it goes into another great song called Me and Sarah Jane. That's I think that's probably the song on this album that most likely reflects their past music. And then another single release from this album, Keep It Dark. I don't think that did much in the US, but I know it was bigger in the UK. Good song. Side 2 starts off with 2 songs that kind of run into each other called Dodo and Lurker. So it's known as Dodo Barker. That's a more epic song. Really like that one. And then the remaining songs on the album aren't really my favorites. So they really took a left turn with a song called Who Done It, which is really out there. A lot of Genesis fans would probably label it as their least favorite Genesis song, although Tony Banks, the keyboardist, actually he really likes or talks about how much he likes that song. Very different, repetitive, weird. And then the final 3 songs, Man on the Corner, another single release for them. It's really not a favorite of mine. I could do without that song. Like it or not, that's an okay song. probably one of the stronger ones on the second half of this album. And then the final song is another record. Another just okay song. Doesn't really do much for me. So, I don't know. This album isn't a favorite of mine, but I would probably give it a 3 out of 5 stars rating. But I just wanted to share that I completed the cover variant. I got all 4 covers. I don't know if I can do this. So also, since we're talking about Abacab, I thought I'd share something really cool that I got years ago. This is I got this off an eBay auction, long time ago. It's Abacab CD cover, autographed by, not sure if you can see it, but it's got Mike Rutherford up here, Tony Banks here, and Phil Collins here. So this is something cool that I have in my collection related to Abacab. So that's going to do it. I just wanted to share. Completed the 4-cover variant for Abacab. Alright, I hope everyone's doing well. You'll be seeing this album again in an upcoming video that I'll do with some of my recent finds. So, hope everyone's doing well. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.